Hey guys, I'm just setting up my stream for Twitch as well. I'm just setting up my stream for Twitch as well. Weird having two OBSs up. Ah, where'd my Twitch rack? I'll open it up independent. Think I'm a what? Now I have both tweets. We are ready to raid. Finally. All 2 minutes. Stream starts. Oh, this is a 500. I'll pass on doing 500. A little low on the invo. I forgot I was doing monkey room on this. Man, I don't have a hammer to like myself. Oh. What I get for doing monkey room for the viewers. Zebak. Carols. No. Use D-hides. How's it going, Deptesh? Thank you very much for the good luck. Good luck. Shadow is hiding from us. 17. How's it going, Stipulation? Indeed, I am streaming on both platforms now. Get rid of the C. Three? That's so rude. Why would you venom that? Right on top of where I'm about to melee, man. Yeah, they're really annoying, man. Out of nowhere venom, just walking onto where you're about to melee or get dragged into. Oh. Ah. Where's the bone dagger noodles? And it instantly 21s me. Now I won't get chanced. I'll leave the regular 6-tick cycle. Start using the strats to put volatiles on shamans. That's good. I know a lot of people were just like, just use them if it comes as a bonus. I'm like, no, I think most people should just use them in general. Like drop everything they're doing and just focus on volatiles. Why spend like 6 ticks on average or whatever it takes to kill a shaman when you could just spend like 3 to drag the volatile on top? Oh, slow shadow. Let's do it. There's no monkey. Not no monkey, but no baboon monkey. Oh, the rock is on top of him, so it won't count. Kyle says, got my first 500 solo. Nice. Ward and Fang hit. Little bonus. I don't know what it is. Every time I do a regular 6-tick red X, my DPS goes in the gutter. messed up. Awesome ticks. Finals. Do some regular 6-6 regular decks. Trying to live. Straight from 500? From where? Like 350? 400? I kind of skipped the 450 gap. I went from 425 straight to 500 when I went for my fan kit. My mic's kind of facing the wrong way. Look, every time I do 6-tick red X, the game is just like nuked my DPS into orbit. My mic's facing that way. About Karis, I'm getting destroyed. Yeah, Karis really helps with pushing that past 450 gap because you can take like double trouble, key back, and that's like really good for pushing past 400, but at some point you really want to take dehydro, and you don't really have anything to heal with if you go with dehydro other than Sun Karis, really. I'm like 390. It's expected, yeah. Oh no, that's Kyle's at 390. This guy's just here to troll me, so I can't charge my staff. No way. Takes quite a bit of time to kill a boss now. Get 0 timed. That's what you get for hitting me. Me lurking on both platforms. See you later, Simulation. I will indeed use your luck. CM kits? Nah, I don't really want to do CM. Ah, shit. Misclicked. Let an extra one in. And I forgot to use my bone dagger. Least favorite boss? Kephri for sure. Okay, I forgot to bone dagger, I guess, because I'm just gonna stun. Then. Like, if I swarm correctly, the boss is probably gonna be like, only one swarm goes in and then the melee heals it, so it'll be about 180, depending on if my shadow hits. If my shadow hits the melee, it'll be about 120 HP or below. Heavily considering bringing heart. Having a beat heart for this guy would be nice. Thank you very much, Joshua. P2-2 down? Do you mean wardens? Can't seem to get it done. What's your strength you're looking like? Are you using DDS? Basically, you just DDS 5 times, and then you hit it with your highest hitting strength weapon. Whether that's a god sword, could be your fang, Voidwaker, you know, those are like notable examples. And then on this, make sure you're using Adrenaline, of course. Messed up on this swarm, so it's obviously not going to be a time save. If anything, it'll be a even, if not slight time loss. I'm concerned that you said, okay. I'm just wondering what's going on with the rest of it. Oh, they made a click there. Trapping it like you, but it still reaches me. Well, it depends how you're trapping it. I usually like to do the south side trap. You could also do the east and west side traps, which is fine too. Like, is it hitting you? On level 4, maybe I shouldn't expect. Whatever. Is it like hitting you after in the very beginning, or is it hitting you after you've like put it in the cage and stuff? If it's hitting after you put it in the cage, you probably didn't shift it north. You can see whenever I go to hit the ranger on the second spot, I usually just stand in the northwest corner. Staying in the northwest corner will essentially shift the ranger 1 tile north. If you don't do that, then the ranger will be able to see you. With the west side trap, people will do a similar thing. They stand next to where the arcane initially spawns, and that'll instead shift the ranger 1 east. And by shifting it 1 east, it won't see you on the west side. Both strategies are valid. I might start switching over to the other trap because it's easier when you're maging and it's easier on swarming. But otherwise, it's the same. Is Altar Sash Lightbearer good for a non-staff boy? Not really, no. I would highly recommend, because it's like an overly draining thing. I would highly recommend, because overly draining really is efficient when you're pushing super high invos, like post 500. I wouldn't really recommend constantly farming 500s without a shadow. So thus, I wouldn't really recommend going with the overly draining at all. Damn, I didn't believe that would proc. I thought it'd be like 0.1. I mean, you can do it. I ain't the boss of you, but I wouldn't recommend it personally. I would say just stick to light barrier camp. If you have, especially if you have a void waker, it's gonna be like the same results. Maybe slightly, just barely slightly slower, and you'll save a slot. So like, don't bother. Seems to be a DPS fail. I'll fail in another quadrant. Thank you very much. Timing worked out where I just skipped it, but I wasn't intending for that. Obviously getting a Tbow now, so Shadow's my next big buy. Respectable, yeah, but I still wouldn't run it. Oh wait, no, that's someone else. Sorry. You know. Sold your third Shadow, god damn. We should get next. Yeah, Tbow's pretty huge, allows you to like kind of nuke your range switches, because all you'll need is Tbow for P2 and like a few Masori pieces. But I don't know, what else do you need? Like, I assume you have full Ancestral. Hopefully you have a Masori top and bottom. Those are pretty nice. I would get those before Torva. And if you're already comfortable running a high invo, then you can go ahead and get the rings too. I would say definitely get Magus, even if you're not running overly draining. Altar is only run the Magus plus Altar if you are running overly draining. Magus is hella good. Hella good. Oh, today I learned, don't do that diagonal step over there. Top right, just do a straight line. Good morning, Drily. Dry L. Let's join a Runelight party. I did a step over there diagonally or something like that. Normally I do a straight line, and I think that kind of screwed me and got me meleeed, but it didn't end up mattering still. Bring a Magus ring? Yeah. I would say even if you're not running overly draining, if you have Shadow and full Ancestral, bring the Magus ring. It's very efficient. A lot of people don't like bother speccing at like Akka anyway, so it's a way to be more efficient for less effort, is the way I've seen it. Like, a lot of people don't like use their Void Waker specs at Akka, especially when they're solo. But like, just bring the Magus, might as well get some free DPS. It's obviously really good at like Wardens and Zebak. It gives you an excuse to bank range switches if that's something you're looking to do. I would recommend it, because you would need Masori Helm to make the ranges worth it, and I feel like bringing Masori Helm's not very chill on your inventory. End up only having like 5 restores or something. Please. Yes. All right. Dang. I should drop the ego and heal. course, that doesn't hit. I think we Fang Spec there. Chance of it hitting below a 28 is really low with Fang Spec. Just continue maging Zebak. Yeah, I've already maging it, definitely. Oh, if you were maging Zebak and you didn't bring a Magus Ring, it's okay though. At least learn now. Magus Ring and Sceptre is really worth if you're pushing high invos. If you're only at like 450, maybe don't bother too much with the Sceptre, but definitely still bring the Magus Ring. A lot of DPS increase. 4 max hits. Good amount of accuracy. I would, yeah, Magus Ring definitely over BGS if you're gonna... It's kind of tight on inventory space if you BGS. You would have to bring all the range switches. Gotta do DT too? Yep. Oh my god, we have a level 3 Zebak. I am gonna cry. I'm bored. I didn't even see what my Kephri time was. How bad was it? Rude. Let's see how bad the Kephri was. 614. Honestly, not as bad as I thought it would be for how much I memed the swarms. Yeah, quest help throws out. The quest still takes a while though. I have a Bofa Trident setup. Is Sang worth the money, the 100 mil if I have Void Waker already? Well, the Sang has nothing to do with the Void Waker. Those are just... You just have a better main hand magic DPS weapon, and then the Void Waker is just DPS spec. So those have no correlation to each other. That being said, I don't think the Sang is worth the money these days. Much better just to save up for better mage gear, like Ancestral, Virtus, whatever you want to go for. Or save up for Shadow. In my opinion, it's better to save up for the Ancestral. It's more fun. And then just buy the whole Shadow when you can. I meant to step back an extra tile. We'll be fine though. Whoa. No! Poison. I actually died to poison. I messed up. I know where my mistake was. I clicked the dock without praying. Like I wasn't ready to... I should have prayed, clicked the dock, and then, yeah, it would have been fine. It is what it is. Skill issue. Little first ready today excuse. That. Just clicking the dock if you get surfed doesn't let you pray. Obviously I shouldn't get surfed, so it's just like a cascade of mistakes, one after another. Just don't make any mistakes. It's that easy. I'm gonna bank the Bone Dagger, and then I'm gonna do Arch. I do want to get better at swarming at Kephri. Bone Dagger will save more time overall in the long term, but this is gonna make it a little bit easier to learn. Because I don't want to feel like I shouldn't swarm Kephri just because I don't have like good mage damage. Maybe bring this in. For some reason, I've been dying at Zebak the most. I usually make like some dumb like prayer mistake. Is webweaver over blowpipe a minor difference? Yeah, it's very minor if you have shadow. Of course I get venomed. What the heck? See that? Damn, I got a little unlucky with the volatile spawning there, but it is what it is. Are you kidding me? They just instantly book it to the other side of the map. These little rascals, man. Dude, move. I'm blaming the game. Actually, no, that was... You know what that was? That was the music replacer. Whenever it loops the soundtrack, it it lags you a bit, and that's what prevents me from moving. A little frustrating is what it is. DPS is looking good. Dark totem base. $304. Pretty decent. Aesthetically pleasing puzzle, very important. Okay, that's meta. Could have been a little bit more efficient with my how I revealed the puzzle there. Save a tick or two. My heart, just for a little extra deeps on Kephri minions, pretty much. Oh, didn't click that. Why is my occult in Narnia? Do a no piety hit here. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to undead grass the last swarm, and I couldn't click it. I'll let one extra swarm go in. Is what it is. Now, because I'm hearted, this is actually good DPS. How's it going, Dan? Ah, ultra ring check. Without heart, the shadow is pretty bad in comparison to Fang. But when you are hearted with Mage's Ring, it actually overtakes Fang, even for the mage minion. Makes it kind of simple. If I scepter Kephri, I will also... It's not amazing, it's still worse than Fang, but I won't feel as bad throwing a singular shadow on Kephri while I fix up my switches. So it's better for uptime for me on a skill issue thing. Yeah, you want to hit the melee because he heals Kephri. The reason I attacked the melee first in the first set is also because the melee heals on based off his existing HP or current HP. So if I like instantly hit massive on the melee, instead of healing 10s, he'll start healing 5 only. Where do I use Scepter? I use it as... I didn't bring Bone Dagger this run, because I don't think it's going to be annoying to like flick a little bit later. I mean, I probably would be fine, honestly, on 7. But, anyway. I'm using it at Baba, Kephri, and... What's it called? Baba, Kephri... Zebak. And Warden P3. What's going on, Windcat? Akka and Obelisk? No, not worth for those two. If you're like raiding with teams and someone doesn't have a shadow, it's okay to use Scepter though. It actually helps them a little bit. Not by a huge amount, but... Assuming you're also not using like ZCBs for some reason. You should be using ZCB at Akka in teams. Either on Akka or on the shadows, ideally the shadows. Pathmaster, no Ancient Haste. I would never do Pathmaster. Personally, I would do Pathfinder with Ancient Haste. Pathmaster makes a raid way more difficult than like a Pathfinder, in my opinion. So I would do Pathfinder, or if you can do... Are you doing a... What's it called? Double Trouble Keepback? Those are more worthwhile to learn. I feel like Pathmaster isn't really needed. I'd probably run like at most Pathseeker and then like Overly Draining. These days, if you have the rings, not that bad. Like, I think Momo Flip does, for his 500s, he does overly draining and essentially no plus paths other than walk the path. That looks pretty efficient. Oh. Does brute force his transition? Punished accordingly. Swapped on me. Baby's first 500? That doesn't sound baby to me. That sounds so difficult for no reason. Stab. Halfmaster is so annoying, difficult. I'm starting to lose ticks. Really? I went through the trouble saving that tick. They took it away from me. Yeah, don't be scared of Dehydro. Dehydro's chillin'. Two, come on, man. Oi! I feel so conflicted about the turn of events that happened in that split second. I didn't want to get slapped by the DPS check, and then I got melee by Akka instead. Okay, he did say it was his first kit though. So we'll cut him some slack. When I was helping JC get his kit, I eased him into Dehydro before we even started. So he already knew, and like that's what he was up for. Like we're already doing 450s with Dehydro to get him used to it. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about running to another quadrant. Ideally, I should have ran into the southwest, like you said, like that. And I can easily transition back. You're watching 22 minutes behind when I died at Zebak. Yeah, that was kind of tragic. Skill issued it. Didn't play that well. It's fine. It is fine. I don't get tilted when I die. I just take it as a learning experience anyway. Like, I've made that mistake before, but it doesn't happen very often. Oh, 6 minutes didn't feel that slow. How do I do moderation? Chat. Ah. Freaking advertisers. Four-man shadow, hey, congrats. Split IT bead, you know what they say. Can you give me that back? Offering to Zebak to not kill me. Dare me. Which room do I find the hardest? Mechanically to perform well, right now it's Kephri, but in terms of what I've actually been dying to, definitely Zebak. I don't mind Zebak, I actually think he's fine. I usually play a lot better, but recently it's been Zebak. Usually it's Akka. Not really in terms of like the actual mechanical ability required to complete, but more of the fact that the mistakes at Zebak at high invo are really punishing. Like the acid will hit you like 40s, miss prey can hit up to 50. Which one do I find the most fun? Baba. New Baba method makes it very engaging for me. Like the partial red X. Rock BGS or Barrow's gloves? Oh, you mean for ranging? Probably gloves. Oh, need my copium spec. My copium sceptre spec. I love that thing. Pretend he resets. I swear my Zebaks are faster when I hit it. Pretend he reset his mage level when he enrages. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think anyone's actually monster examined right at enrage, but I swear my Zebaks are faster when I go for it. The copium spec. Oh, I'm literally already 117. Oops. Should I take off on a diet and overly draining, or should I use Pathfinder? On a diet should definitely be on. On a diet should definitely be on if we're talking your 500. As for overly draining, I think it's fine to have on these days if you have like Magus Ring and stuff. Gives you a lot of nice DPS. Pathfinder is fine. But doesn't he slowly regen? Yeah, like he regens like 2 levels, right? You know. But I tell myself that it stacks all the way back up. Oh, I forgot I wanted to play the PSO2. Let's see. I was just playing regular Mascot's Promise. That's fine, I like regular Mascot's Promise anyway. It was a banger soundtrack. Looks like I'm tanking this one. We're good. Back to white orb face. Be like that. Tick eating? Technically, yeah, tick sunning. You dying on skull skips today? Can figure it out. Are you manually timing it? Murder? Ready? Oh, I see. Never mind. Unlucky. I think he was holding control. You don't melee thrall here? Both range and melee thrall hit through prayer anyway. It doesn't really matter which one I click realistically. Melee thrall might hit like a tick faster in terms of like the initial tick. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, both range throw and melee throw hit through prayer. Oddly enough, like even if it's the mage phase, the range throw will hit. Bombs just went by, so I'm not really in a rush to heal right now. If it was like bombs, then I'd probably heal right now, because it's easier to mess up bombs than it is to mess up like, you know, the other special attacks. The other special attacks are just move onto the safe spot. I have no idea. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be mage. I don't know, Filipino. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be mage, especially if you're using sceptre. But I can't say for certain. It really depends on, like... You probably have to do a DPS calculator per invocation. Weigh the BGS versus sceptre. I'd probably still mage, because I imagine it's close enough to mage that I'd rather have the inventory slot, but it's up to you. Ah, misclicked. Purple, please. Shadow, please. SMH. Pull after 1000 KC, 2000 KC. Okay, I don't know. I try not to think about it. We think short term. We don't think about after. By the way, I don't think that sceptre actually does anything and be worthwhile, but I do it anyway. It makes me feel better. Never purple. Did you take damage? No. Majority of my wardens these days I don't take damage. From P4. I removed the override. Oops. At some point, it clicks in your head where the lightning's gonna land. For me, the lightning, it's just like click big shadow, rinse and repeat, and then very occasionally, every like 5 hits, you'll click an open space instead, and you kind of feel it out, because you know, like after the big shadow pops, it's like a safe spot for like roughly 2 seconds, 3 ticks ish, including your attack and stuff. Get used to it. A lot of people fall into the noob trap of only clicking open spaces and being afraid of the shadow. You must indeed click on the shadow. Both of setup. I'd probably recommend capping it at 400s if you're just running like a Bofa Fang kind of thing. Very common setup. Highest you can do while making time, 550 for sure. It'll just be the same rainbow with Pathmaster. No need to hit the shaman. So here I was in a dilemma. Either I popped the volatile on the mages. Ooh, this could be a nice one. Lure this guy out. Oh, I'm so clean with it. You saw it? Saw it? I had to use every bit of brain power to find out how to get those melees onto that volatile. Ruined. Never mind. Ruined. Absolutely ruined. Let's leave. I love how I was like super clean with that volatile, and then I absolutely griefed this one. Let's go next. Let's go next. Doomed. Why raid anymore? There. Dude, if I didn't grief those last 2 volatiles, that would have been like a 210. Because I actually had to kill 3 shamans. Guessing that takes a while. Oh, could have gone melee there. Nah, for sure it's not worth resenting. Like, I took no damage. I was just memeing a bit. Don't monkey me, please. Let's go. Please. Melee, please. Nice. Alright, slow shadow me, I'm begging. Slow shadow. We're lucky. Chillin'. Skill skip. Oh, it didn't drag me. I'll just not skip then. There you go. Rips through bandos? Yeah, it kind of does. For sure. I'll do it. I'll chuck it on one. I don't care. How much faster is new Red X? I would say about 30 seconds. 30 seconds on average faster than regular Red X. At a 540. It's apparently about 16% faster, but I think you actually end up saving a few small other ticks, like proccing boulders, because if you're doing Red X, you like hit, you have to wait for Baba's full animation. You don't have to do that waiting a lot of the time, depending on the timing of your hit with the new Red X, which is also nice. You probably save like roughly 16% plus like 4 seconds on average. Just from boulder procs. $40 seconds. Oh, I meant to move the other way. Come on, some DPS, I'm begging. Give him a little Mike Tyson action. I missed a swarm I shouldn't have. But I wonder if it's fine, because I did end up nuking the melee out of orbit very quickly. Was it worth to go for the second shadow? I don't know. Because I could have gotten those extra storms for sure. I was like in position. I could have probably gotten it below like 180. Certainly feels better on the tick uptime, but are you kidding me? A splash. Don't judge my old man switches. Don't judge. Don't you like to use the new rings? I am using the new rings. I am indeed using the new rings. I'm splashing, which is a little annoying, but I accept that this could potentially be good, because then I can't fail this DPS check, no matter what I do. It lives at 1 HP. Actually 1 HP. That's some H. Oops, didn't see that. Doesn't proc there for sure. Never trust. Ah, 64, Jeebus. Jeebus. He will be a good boy, and we will heal. No, Aka's torturing me. And this is what I get for bringing the webweaver, right? Just gotta tickle him to death. This is my punishment. Ah. Discounted. That was a long one. Now, if I missed the first one, I think I'm supposed to technically hold, right? Because what if I need to sun from like a really unlucky Zebak? Yep. Then again, I never really hold. Let's see how it goes. We bowl. Alright. Doomed. It's doomed. We just hope the final phase is generous to us, I guess, in terms of Blood Barrage. Any luck today? Nah, we've only completed one so far. We planked at Zebak to start, and we completed one since then. And I just missed both my scepters, so it's a little sad. I ended up banking the Bone Dagger and using Sceptre, because I'm bringing hard in for Kephri. I'm swarming. Ever since you started learning Tbow. One of the main reasons I don't do ToA, I don't do Tbow is because there's no money in it. I feel like the meta at this point is only to save like 1 minute out of like 15. Like figuring out all the cool stalls. Like one down bloat, maze skipping. I actually don't know what to do here. I should just have shoved that one? I guess so. I feel like there's no money in ToA unless you pull a shadow. No, still good money, even if you don't pull a shadow. I guess I should have shoved that one on the left. My brain can compute. Push in between and shoot. That could have worked, yeah. I guess I didn't think of that for some reason. It is what it is. ToA, even without Shadow, when you're doing high invos, is pretty good money. Much better than Tbow, to say the least. Because Avernick, you're usually splitting 3-4 ways, right? So that's like 33 mil. And that's like, bang. Like, I know I get the precedent when I see a Fang, but that's basically Avernick money. Splits. And then you obviously have the Masoris and stuff. When do I use Saturated Heart? I just use it for Kephri. That is true. It is faster to do a... That was not the correct decision. What was I thinking? Yeah, but the fact that you have to split it already sucks. Because, you know, like, Tbow is a team thing, so you have to split. Think it's worth bringing Serp for Baba Room now? Personally, no. Like, yeah, you get a 100 mil item, and then you have to split it 3-4 ways. It's like, great. You can do duos and split it in 2 ways. And it's like, still depressing. Oh shit. My DPS. I was like, why is he just standing there menacingly? Was I procced? Early monkey, no. I have to tank 2 here. Or not. What about Chambers? I think Chambers is better money than Tbow, isn't it? Right now? Way more consistent. I don't like that argument because you're just consistently it's consistently still worse even without shadow. Like someone could be pulling straight up just bangs and like Masori's only, no shadow, and they'd be making a lot more, like probably double of what Tbow gets you. Like, yeah, you'll see an occasion like 2 mil from the vials. I don't even think you get 2 mil. You get like 1.5 mil, right? It's like you combine the vials, you combine the Avernic split, you combine the Justicer, Sang, and you get a fraction of what Masori pays you. Triple vials is 2.2. Yeah, it's not even that much for triple vials too. I already have like the 2k cape, so I don't really see a reason to go back other than for the Sang kit, which I will go back for obviously, but don't get me wrong, I love Tbow, but what I find funny now, there's been a swath of players who have like these crazy nostalgia goggles for Tbow. I think Tbow is still way more in depth than ToA, but they kind of overstate like the theory crafting behind Tbow. Did I misclick there? Oh, I didn't click the middle one. I messed up swarming bad this time. Also, this isn't nice. I messed up pulling out this ranger too. Yeah. Well, it's good that I tried. Yes. The goal with this method was I was trying to pull out the ranger to like here. That way I can set up the cage in case I don't mess up swarming like that, obviously. Rolling. Twitch, yeah. I'm on both platforms now. And then I can set up the cage while I'm meleeing it. One problem I've kind of encountered when I was swarming, if I don't mess up obviously, what's the logic behind sceptre versus bone dagger? Oh, there's no real logic. In terms of efficiency, bone daggers is better. It's just I simply forget to use it all the time. Like, I forget to use it at Kephri. I'm bringing heart for the extra DPS. So it's just easier use. Just ease of use. To change Twitch name to Rounds Rap? I could. Could. I didn't want to be a brand thing, you know? I was just like, leave it. That's an actual company name. I wonder how the meta's changed with the shadow for P2 now, for Verzik. Is that like meta for everyone but the ranger to bring now? Or do people value more than like Phoenix and Humidify and all that stuff more? Actually, I don't think they use Humidify, right? They use NPC Contact? I don't know anymore. Spellbook swap for skipping Soda Segmaze. Like the actual spellbook swap is animation is what they use. Interesting. All you needed is 7 tick stall. Then spellbook swap 5. Whatever, who cares? I wonder who brings I wonder who brings Shadow, who brings like P-Nex and stuff. P-Nex still meta, but maybe Majors bring it. Oh, okay. I guess that's like 2 people. I imagine it makes TOB Grandmaster times extremely free for people who aren't familiar with like stalls and stuff. Like for me, I'm not very familiar with stalls, but I imagine just bringing a shadow is probably like the easiest way to get GM time, because like so many people lose ticks dealing with the crabs at Nilo, sorry, not at Nilo, on P2. That shadow is basically like impossible to lose ticks with, you know, being a ranged weapon and all that stuff. So in terms of ease of use, I imagine shadows is easier to work with for GM time. GM time is already pretty free though. I think we have 2 or 3 of them, and we weren't even going for them or doing anything crazy, just money rating it. No resets or anything. I don't even stack a maiden, which we probably should. 1D bloat, yeah. Like we didn't do any of that stuff. It's still really close. Or we have it. I don't remember which ones we have and don't have. I know we have some of them. I don't remember which ones. Probably the 4s. We probably don't have the 5s, I'm pretty sure. We only did like 5 of them. Even with Doggy Nilo, yeah. I don't think we even have a clue of what we're supposed to be doing at Nilo. We just hit crab. Hit crab. How many orbs did it take you for Blorva? I think like 100, 150 in total. Switched on me. How rude. I only paid for like 110 of them. I already had like 30-ish. The majority going to Vardorvis and then Leviathan. Or is it Leviathan then Vardorvis? I don't know. Would have been a lot easier if I just axe skipped though. Man, want to axe skip. .1%. Really now? That sucks. Oh, he switched. I didn't even hear the sound. I deserve that. A little stab on the way out. I think no axe skip Vardorvis is still one of the most fun challenges I've had in a video game in a while. No axe skip awaken Vardorvis, obviously. Not regular. Regular doesn't really need it anyway. Kinda looking forward to what Jagex has for the tasks for the bosses. I hope it's like need awakened. Need awaken kill. Perfect awaken kill. Oh, that would be sick. Always low roll. Actually, 7 minute. Haven't got any shadows? I have, but very, very low amount for solos. I meant to click under for that. I think this is legit like a 7-minute Akka. I've messed up a lot. My worst Akka in the last month. Oops. How many of those 112s are shadows? 3 of them, except the fact that I have like 90 solo purples and only 1 of them is a shadow is depressing. I'm trolling. Hey, it hit. Yeah, I'm a human. I'm also human. I make mistakes all the time. I meant to salt there and I somehow clicked my defender. Yeah, I wanted to do that solve until the entire double roll was acid. I was like, seems like I'm a bit too slow for that one. Missed the gravy train. Hang on the skulls and die. No. It's in the bag though. You can almost taste it. That's not ideal. Alright. Don't mind me forgetting to pray. If you were wondering why I kind of panicked there and didn't like pray first, it's because I wasn't sure if the blood barrage was going to be same timing as a ranged at the time. So I was like, you know, the blood barrage is for sure going to hit a 12, but I'd rather just end up having to tick eat instead of having to, you know, allocate more brain power into it. Well, tick cares, I guess. It's not about the mistakes, it's how you recover. Holy schmoly, this is my slowest rate I've done. Like 40 kills. I'm gonna be hitting the 37 minute mark. Okay, scuff equals stuff, as they say. Yo, how's it going, Nalane? Chillin', raiding, making mistakes, dying, planking. That's a bit of a more vague question, Khabibi. Like, there's a lot of things I don't know about your setup. What game is this? Old school RuneScape. Old school RuneScape. If you're using like a boulders or something, then I don't know. It's harder to give you like advice saying like go for double trouble keepback when I wouldn't recommend those things personally if you have like a boulders. You can do them anyway though. Bova and Shadow. Double Trouble keep back is highest priority to learn. And then after that, Dehydration. Then I would probably go Overly Draining for your first 500. But if you don't want to run Overly Draining, you can always like up to like Pathfinder, Pathseeker. Somewhere in that area is fine. I would run Overlords for first 500 for sure. Very easy to handle. Basically 315. And then there's, yeah, add some plus pass, Finder, Seeker if needed. Can you Overlords and Swarm? Yeah, you can. That's what I've been doing. I'm pretty bad at it though, so I'm like learning right now. Someone's gonna be like, Renlo's terrible because he can't Swarm. Like, yeah. Is what it is. Gotta learn. Start somewhere. Yeah, I would like to pick up Swarming. So I've been bringing the Heart to kind of force myself to learn it. Bone Dagger, I can kind of make some mental gymnastics and say, oh, I get more value out of the Bone Dagger if I don't Swarm. But I'm gonna bring the Heart to force myself to learn. Can I use a spec weapon here? No, I just use Sceptre. I have Overly Draining on anyway. If I flicked better, I can bring like a ZCB to the setup. Wouldn't be bad. I could use it in scenarios where, let's say, I hit my Sceptre at Zebak. I can then throw a ZCB at it. I wonder what the rate of hitting, what the rate of hitting with ZCB is with this setup. I don't really have many range switches. You reckon it'd be better for me to swap Avis with Bone Dagger if I'm running OD? You don't have a defense reduction weapon? Yeah, probably. In terms of long-term time save, yeah. But it's up to you, like, are you willing to downgrade to webweaver? You want? Are you okay with losing the darts if you're not? You know, all that stuff. Unless you're already on webweaver and you just have Avis. Bofa, no BP. I assume you have Anguish in there, right? I hope you have Anguish in there. Probably gives you some nice juice having Anguish. I'm gonna guess Bone Dagger saves more time. You save a lot of time having a defense reduction at Baba. And a decent amount at Kephri. Are you swarming as well? Swarming Kephri? Regardless, if you remember the Bone Dagger, unlike me, you'll save a lot of time. Although, you can always use your scepter if you don't want to waste a space. Like, you want to keep your setup as is. Because the average defensive drain of the Bone Dagger is technically 14. Scepter is average 6 because it's roughly a 50-50, and drains 12. I should proc from back there. Noodling. There you go. Big hit. Oops. No one saw that. Was that the only mistake I made? Yeah, no lightnings. Okay, purple. Bruh. Lightbearer ward, lightbearer ward. Actually, what I got? SMH. Post links in here. No, I don't think YouTube chat allows it. If you want, you can join my Discord. It's in the description, and you could post it in questions or advice. Noodle. Man, getting mean by the statue. Hi. Shadow's my name? Technically 3. It's just depressing that I have like 90 solo purples and only one of them is a shadow. Fun teams. We have like 15 purples-ish, and we have 2 shadows there, and it's like, well, I love sharing money, but I would like my work in solos to be rewarded. SMH. Sharing is caring. Fuck them. Alright, that's the only F word I'm gonna use the entire stream. How's it going, VW? Would I prefer viewership on YouTube or Twitch? It doesn't really matter. Viewership is viewership. Every time I think of viewers, I can't stop thinking of tragedy of a reaction streamer. You know, I need them news. I need them views chats. Yeah, maybe it sounds like Teams FFA is the way to go for me. Damn, I just got circled from like a million miles away. I think I lost a tick there. Hey, don't get gapped. I have a lot of secret rat techniques for FFAs. I think I would be pretty good. Is cap on? I don't know. Is it on? I mean, the most obvious is the dins for Kephri. Eggs and swarms. But have you considered our Lord and Savior, the Venator bow, for the eggs? Bouncing it onto the eggs. It's just legit. You start using blowpipe. Blowpipe in the eggs. Dude, I hate not having defense reduction on this guy. That's depressing. 5 tick, 413. I'm gonna cry. Actually, my worst bob I've ever done, ever since starting that method. Eight eggs at 27. Yes. You know, Venator, if you have like a ranged pot and you're like willing to be a degen enough, can one-shot the egg you touch. So I think with 3 well-timed Venators, you can actually nuke the whole place. Yeah, it is kind of slow projectile time, and if there's people using Dins, it won't work. But I raise you this: if someone's using Dins, hopefully someone also sceptered it like a weirdo. And if someone sceptered it, Dins actually drains the magic level of Kephri. That actually would make Shadow better. Very obscure scenario where you need some psychopath using Dins, but if you see someone using Dins, I don't know, some weird teams, they're like super degen and they'll do Kephri last. Those are the prime times to actually shadow Kephri if you see a Dins user. They'll actually drain the magic level of Kephri for you, whether intentionally or unintentionally, but to be fair, Dins is kind of troll, right? Like you're trying to complete the raid fast, it's kind of troll. That's actually not the worst thing ever, but can you get MVP in puzzles? I've never found out. Is like puzzle MVP a thing? Then you could be one of those guys that bring like the Dwarven stouts. I don't think anyone actually does that, but it'd be funny. Stout for pickaxe spec, so you can boost for mining levels. Alright, I'm supposed to kill the meleeer first. Don't look at me. I'm being bad. Yeah, so the idea is that you use a stout to boost your mining level so that you can hit well at head, but not actually need to consume spec. And you'll still have ZCB for Akka Shadows. But that's only if like puzzle MVP is actually a thing. I don't know if puzzle MVP is a thing. My melee first in this room. The melee hits, it heals Kephri based on its health remaining. So I should always go for the melee first when I'm swarming. But I kind of just brain farted. Oh, you're 86 mining? Oh, unlucky. Did I just click an agile? Yeah. I should watch the replay of how I swarmed that. Because I don't think I did it that well. There are times where I swarmed better. And I get it to like 100 HP. Was it just because I noodled on the melee when I maged it? Who knows? Because it was 200 when I finished, which is not ideal. Obviously with webweaver I'm gonna let at least one in. But still. Like, I've practiced enough that you can make it to only letting one in with webweaver. But I'm not good enough. Skill issue. Well, it's not that slow. Could be worse. For level 2, it's not that amazing, but the vigilant is really annoying about having Shadow to Butterfly with. Yeah, but you still want it on. Sure. How's it going, future self? Ingress spiking just your internet? No, I think Jagex servers are kind of weird recently. But it could be just your internet, I don't know. I haven't noticed it recently. Bro, why did it make this hitbox so high? Or clickbox, not hitbox. $60 regular raids. When do you think it's gonna happen? I'm gonna guess 76. If you're gonna continue doing regulars, 76. I'm gonna guess. I should have depth charged for that. Not like it don't matter actually. Gotta bump up the invo. You don't go as dry. Oh, lacking depth perception, it seems. Six minutes for mostly mage. Very surprising. This is low rolling. I did have an ice phase, but that would make it that slow. I guess it's low rolling. Okay, they get iced. Got a slug of a raid. It's as it hits you. You want to pray like right as it's right about to hit your head. And then you have the redemption to take after. Still nothing? We got a ward. Rude. Ah! Didn't mean to push it. $36 awards, Jesus. That is sad, man. Yeah, acid 2 hits. I gotta stop getting bored at Zebak. That's gonna get me killed, me learning to flick like that. But it's fun. It is fun. Keeps me engaged. Even if it means I'll die from it. I want the Grandmasters for the DT2 bosses. I don't want to do them over. Mostly Vardorvis. Did I lag? That's the first time I've done that on stream. I guess I just clicked late. I don't know. Or maybe I lagged. I don't know. I'm gonna guess I clicked late. I'm gonna give the game the benefit of the doubt. Oopsie. A little incident. We run it back. Oh. Yeah, I probably just clicked late, to be honest. I swore in my mind I like clicked a little earlier, but oh well. It is what it is. Come on, Thrall, count me up with a 1. Oh, I missed my defender switch. It's embarrassing. course, venomed. Wouldn't have it any other way. It's gonna mage me as it dies. I actually don't mess that up. I'm surprised I messed it up. I guess it was kind of inevitable, right? At some point I'll mess it up. Yeah, that's the mistake tracker. I'm thinking of the ToA mistake tracker. Sometimes you just be bad. Be like that. Missed my bone dagger. Dude, what is with my switches? Dragging things around and stuff. Dude, I wanna leave these kills. When you're just noodling. It's like hitting it with a wet noodle right now. tilted. I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna come back and raid. Clearly, this is not gonna work out. I'm hella tilted. End up trying Venator and Monkey Puzzle? Nah, I have not. Because I can't imagine where I would use it elsewhere. Like, even if it was kind of useful for helping me out with mages and shamans, can't imagine it would be good for the rest of the race, so I didn't really want to bring it. Are you gone for a tilted dude? Yeah. I am relatively calm in general, but I can feel it in my gameplay when I'm, like, tilted. And clearly, after, like, noodling that Baba, I'm tilted. I'll bring back the Bone Dagger. I can't stand hitting a 0 on it. But I'm gonna go eat, and I'll probably come back and stream in like 2 hours-ish.